Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of FsPassengers with me, Fjords 37. Raining here, Port Hardy. It's been raining a lot of my videos. FsPassengers around the world. Got some bad weather. Good thunderstorms and everything. Not exactly good flying weather. In this episode, we're going to go in Port Hardy up to Bella Coola, which is in the mountains. I guess the Bella Coola Valley, I think it's called. I'm not for sure. 8 passengers finally. we got our ticket prices down enough to where everyone will come in now, which is good for us. We get a lot of cargo in here. We get like 600 and some pounds. Might actually be able to get even more. What if we do 6? Can we get 650 in each? Yes, we can. Alright, 650, so we should be able to get some good money. Normal flight. All of our passengers, plus cargo, full. CYBD. If I could type. CYBD. Bella Coola. There we go.
Destination set.
Engine instrument.
Load her up.
Check. Flight control.
All
Check
8.
handset cable view. Check.
And they're already scared. Not my fault. Put your seatbelt on, you'll be fine. In decent hands. Tank selectors, we got that. Move these up a little. Alright. Battery. Left alternator. Mags. The fuel pump. The primer. Start her up. There you go. Move that up. Turn off that fuel pump. Right alternator. Right mags. Fuel pump. Primer. Move that all the way up. Turn off that fuel pump. Avionics bus. Pitot heat. Stall heat. We might have to use... Oh crap. Oh, they're gonna ding us. I didn't get the nav. Aw, man. Gonna get dinged for that. Unreals. This should be a pretty short flight, by the way. It's like a little over 100 miles. We're not gonna have a problem with our altitude because remember I set this as pressurized when I shouldn't have. I need to look again, see how to change that, by the way. Alright. We'll get this going. We don't have anyone in the tower. We're gonna have to check for our runway then. We'll go to the map. Here we go. And someone no, it might actually have been another video. How the it was off to the side. It was not this one actually. Alright. This runway, okay. This is 11 and 29. So this is Microsoft 11 and 29, or no, it's 34 and 16. This is 11:29. No, this is 11:29. I 11 and 29, 16:34. That's got to be 25 and 7, right? And we want 29. It's gotta be, right? 11 and 29. I think that's... Didn't we come in on that? 29? Is that the longest runway? Better check that one more time. 11 and 29 is the longest. That should probably... Although it's only by 300 feet. Alright, so we're going to go for 29.
Charlie, Yankee, Zulu, Tango.
Hopefully I didn't totally screw that up.
Tango, Dolphin, Sierra, Kilo is taxiing to runway 29er.
Alright. So let's find it too. That would help. believe it to be that one right there. So we need to do taxi. Don't really, we could taxi down the runway, but I think we'll just taxi over here and then get on over there. I can't, we're gonna ding for that freaking nav light, aren't we? Deck on it. Parking brake is off, taxi light is on. Set that altitude, or altimeter I should say. Bella Coola. So it's in the mountains, like I said, we shouldn't have a problem with the pressurization because I set this as pressurized when I shouldn't have. If not, there is an oxygen switches down here, but obviously we won't need them. Yeah. So I guess, I don't know if that would cure everything, if we were, and if I hadn't set it as pressurized. So I'm not sure if that's just for the pilots or the passengers as well. I'm not really sure. And I'm not sure that FsPassengers would even be able to pick up that you turn the oxygen on, so I don't really know. Alright, here's runway 7. It's another runway, you could probably actually take off on it. Anti-collision landing lights as we head onto the runway. But we'll go to the other one. I mean, 11 to 29, that is the longest runway, but like I said, only by 300 feet. That's why I'm not sure that it's really even important that we go clear over there. But we will. I've already selected it and told everyone that's where we're going. Jets and nav. No, not mouse yoke. I hate mouse yoke, by the way. It's terrible. I had something with the mouse yoke. Flaps out. All of a sudden, when I started doing my replays, for some reason, mouse yoke would automatically be on. I have no idea why that happened. Happened for a while until I reinstalled FSX and finally stopped again. Runways are clear. We're going on up to our runway. Alright, maybe a little fast. We're not taking up. I don't think there's no way we're doing 50 knots. It must be like into a headwind or something. It's making it think that we're doing 50 knots because we are obviously not taxiing at 50 knots. Here's a stiff breeze, man. We are getting pushed on the right, as you can see. Alright, this is our runway, right up here. Taking out of here, we're going right over that lake, or I guess it's not a lake, it's the sea. Here's 11 and 29. So I was right. I got that. It took me a minute to figure out what runway was what. I don't hear anyone else in the area. We're gonna go all the way down. We are fully loaded, even though we don't have that much fuel. We made it all up with cargo. This should be ice, man. This should be like pure friggin' ice. Temperatures. I mean, it's Canada, December. Shouldn't it all be ice? Alright. Turn around here. We'll do a rolling takeoff. Flaps are already out, so we are ready to go. Get myself lined up a little better. Like I said, there's this wind. We're getting pushed all over the place. I cannot get lined up for a damn thing. Come on. Come on. 80 knots. and straight to 100 all of a sudden. Did not have much room. Positive rate. Gears coming up. Seemed like it went to 80 and then it just switched straight to 100. Flaps up. We should have taken off on that first runway. We would have headed right to the on track. Look at the GPS. Wow. Oops, hit my mic. I did not know if we were going to get up. By the way, I forgot to tell everyone we were taking off. Hit the nav. Because I do want to take a look outside. I never saw a whole lot of this. Let me make sure. We are climbing at 1,000 feet a minute. For a second there, I thought we might be going down. Actually, I guess there's not as much as I thought. Let's see. Because there's nothing over here. Come on, Port Hardy's bigger than that. Isn't it? I don't know. I've got everything on very dense, I do believe. I know I have the scenery complexity on very dense. Actually, AutoGen might be on dense. I can't recall. It's not what I wanted to do. But hold this down. It's sending a little quicker than I want. Although our airspeed looks good. It looks like about 104 miles from here. Desired track 356. We're still ascending, climbing a little too quick. There we go. Now, do we use prop anti-ice? We do have surface DS. I see. I don't know exactly when exactly we're supposed to use it. By the way. Like, this plane doesn't, I don't believe it tells us the outside temperature or anything. Although you're in Canada in December, I mean, it should be cold. The thing is, you can't visually, in real life you can visually see ice melting up, but in FSX you really can't, I don't believe. Still ascending a little quick. Again. Almost to 4,000 feet. Can't turn the taxi light off. We don't have a whole lot of fuel, but as I said, it's only 100 miles. So 33% in both tanks should be fine. Man, you just can't see anything. I hope it's not like this Bella Coola in the valley. Or else how the hell are we ever going to see the runway? Oh, this could be tricky. It'd be very tricky. It's usually fun, but you know what? This could be so tricky, it's not fun. I'm 98 miles away. Desired track 356. I guess it is a little more this way. There's got to be a stiff wind. How's our airspeed? Because look at our climb rate, yet our airspeed is still quite high. Oh boy. Alright, we're at 5,000 feet. Airspeed came way down. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up. Be back in just a bit. Alright, everybody. I'm slowing it down. I just now moved. I've been freaking out about everything else. I just now thinned down the mixture. Oh, it's too late. We haven't descended at all either. Wait for that to switch back. Alright, that's right. I slowed it down. Bella Coola. Oh, there's nobody in the there's no tower, huh? 5 and 23. We'll go for 5. Alright, we need to slow down. Let's head on down. The visibility is so crappy, we may not even be able to do this, to be quite honest. And I don't know why I waited so long to descend. Like I say, there's a valley. We're in the mountains. So I'm not very comfortable with this, I gotta say. We do not want to descend to over 2,000 feet. It's a little ridiculous. Actually, it's extremely ridiculous. About 20 miles out, so we may have to go around, but at least then we could actually see how we got mountains over here. Who knows?
Descending below 10,000.
Go ahead and throw the text line on as well. I mean, it's just been clouds the entire way. Some very, very short flights. Like, do I need to go right? I don't know. Actually, I am going to use the heading just in case we have to turn. I can turn autopilot off as well. We got mountains here. How high are they? Just one last to make sure that we're at normal speed. I want to check one thing about the map as well. The elevation of the airport is also key. See how... I mean, I think that maybe the best way to come is actually back behind us to actually come in this way. Like, we're in the damn mountains. That's not good. I think that probably is the way to come in. Follow that river. And then land on 5. That's got to be the way to do it. I don't think we can get over these mountains. Anyway, let's check the elevation. Alright, so 117 feet. Let's turn back. We need to turn back and find that river. Well, now look at it. Let's hold right here. The sending doesn't really... The sending speed doesn't matter at all right now. Because it's going to take a while now to get there. Go straight over here. Then we'll come down in that little valley. So now we can descend a little bit. Got the prop de-icer on and surface de-ice as well. You're supposed to turn them off in your descent. I was going to leave them on for a little bit just because of our altitude. We're not really descending now. But now that we're actually out of there, out of the clouds, I'll go ahead and turn the surface de-ice off. Glad I looked at the map. I mean, we weren't in any danger just yet, but we would have been in some danger hitting those damn mountains. Let's go ahead and get down. Then I'll do some hand flying maybe down this valley. Looks like we're going to come up here and then cut over to the right. I would like to get down though, a little better. A little quicker. I wish I would have checked it a little sooner. We wouldn't have to backtrack at all. Still, we should have plenty of fuel. Looks like that's where it splits off. That's where we want to follow. Just feels like we should get down a little quicker. We are descending up 1,500 feet a minute, which is quite quick already. Alright, it's 6,000 feet. Can't believe I forgot to thin it out. I was just so freaked out, I couldn't see anything. I started looking at see if we need to use the de-ice and everything, so I ended up just completely forgetting. We hadn't gone very far. I noticed our speed was down, so that's why I turned on the de-ice, because I know that can make a difference. If you got ice building up, you're going to go slower. And I couldn't, it wasn't moving up. I was like, what in the world? And I checked and I was, oh my god, I forgot to thin out the mixture. And then we sped up immediately when I did that. Just one of those things. Alright, we're getting into the valley here where the water breaks off. We're 14 miles away. 4,500 feet. By the way, this is in OrbX's Pacific Fjords. So it came out of the Pacific Northwest, and now we're in the Pacific Fjords. I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of the autopilot. You can do a little hand flying and stuff. Alright, just coming back up. I was going to say, man, like, it's cool. You know, everything's good. You gotta freak out. 15 miles away. I go ahead up and put the full mixture. And the prop de-ice. I don't think it's automatic prop de-ice either. Like some of the newer planes have, like I know our Grand Caravan, you got the prop de-icer. Start heading over towards 5. I don't want to get too low. Actually, hovering around 3,000 might be good. It might be a little high though. Because as we saw, the altitude of the airport is actually just 100. I don't know if that's it. I don't know if we can even see it from here. Just 11 miles out, so that might be it. Hell, you can tell. I guess it's easier if you've been here before, obviously. Wow, could you imagine if we didn't check the map, where we'd be right now? Probably be in the side of a mountain. And we'd have to stay up, and then we'd have to dive around and come around, make it around in these mountains, turn around. Looks like we're 9 miles out. Now, that might be the runway, because if you look at the heading we have set, that's got to be it up there, but it's got to go out to the left a little bit.
Charlie, Yankee, Bravo, Delta, traffic, Cessna, Golf, Tango, Delta, Sierra, Kilo, S 9 west, 2,200.
Need to get our speed down.
Runway 5.
We gotta get the flaps out and everything. Go ahead and drop the gear. Thing is, I don't know if that's the runway or not. Or is it on past it? I'm starting to think it's on past it a little ways. This is a very small airport. It says we're like 6 miles, so it should be a little further. Flaps coming out. Might just be getting to the edge of it now, because this is obviously not it. Yeah, it's off to our left. Well off to the left, actually. 5 miles out. Here's the thrust a little bit. Is that it? Quite possibly it is. Yes, I don't want to get any lower just yet. Makes it so much harder to come into the runway. You're already too friggin' low. Plus, it looks like we got a bunch of trees here right in front of the runway. Trying to trim this thing, as you can hear. Full flaps. Damn, she just don't want to do it, does she? Don't want to come in too quick. I'm really having trouble with there with the trim. There we go. We are obviously a little high. Manage that. As we get down, we need to kill off some speed as well. We're going way too quick. I was worried about those trees. We're good. Just gotta clear those trees. That's what makes it a pain right there, those daggone trees. We're down. Weather here's a lot better than daggone Port Hardy. Daggone it, I forgot to say we're on final. I was gonna leave it up to say that we're on final, and then I completely forgot. We don't use ATC, and you have to forgive me. So I forget about that all the frickin' time. I was so used to having someone in the tower to talk to. I kind of want to go down that dirt path. I kind of want to take it down there. Alright. Daggone, I forgot to say we're on final, so I won't even say that we're clear of the runway. There's a guy with his trucks. That's why you Orbex, man. Love it. Alright. Landing lights off. Collision off. I feel like we got dinged a time or two in this flight. I want to park where they are, man. That looks fun. Off-roading in the plane. That good old Cessna 404 tank. There's a guy over there checking that plane out. Our plane looks so much better than theirs. Those are some old tired planes. Alright, I don't know where the hell we're gonna park exactly. Hey everybody. Where should we park? Kinda thinking over here. Not really any room over there. We could park over here. Let's go park over there, actually. park right by that other plane. Sitting there. Why not? We don't want our passengers to have to walk far, you know? Got more people walking around. What a fun flight it ended up pretty much being. Got scary, I'll tell you that. I definitely had some scared moments, especially towards the beginning. But once we saw that map and saw that we had to go down the river, I think everything got a lot better. A lot more sure of what we needed to do. And how we should, what you should do to get here. Park and brake. Got people walking around. Look at these engines. Heater heat, stall heat, EZDok plus. Back seat and nav. Look at that. Cool mags. You all out. Now I'm just gonna hit the seatbelt button. I guess I don't have to. Just open up the door. And those are off. I think we got dinged. I feel like I made mistakes. Dude, you just keep walking around. What's going on? Freaked me out. Oh, Bella Coola Airport. I like it. Looks like it should be getting some snow though. The snow's getting close to the ground. Alright, they're all out. Close that door. Just keep walking around. You look like you're military too. Just gotta say, dress like it in this flight. Alright, 106 nautical miles. Time airborne 4122. Flight time 4921. Time on the ground 11 minutes. Average speed 154.4 knots. Climb time 14.5 minutes. Cruise time 1543. Average cruise speed 198.94 knots. Set time 11 minutes 12 seconds. Landing speed 79.95. Landing touchdown 8.5 feet a minute is a kiss. Landing pitch 309. Landing weight 8240. Total fuel use 158. Climb fuel use 76. Cruise 50 pounds. Use 193 an hour. Set fuel use 31. Liked it. 98%. Ticket income 552. Cargo 348. 91 in fuel, 10 for the airport tax, 38 insurance, 761 real income times 50 is 38,000. The fleet bonus got 50 grand. We should have gotten more than that, but I think our flight was so short that they didn't get much either. They thought we should be 98% SBS. It should be 100. I got dinged for weather, basically. So we go up to 96.2 and increase to 0.18, 230 for the bonus points. Smooth landing, 50. Good flight, safe, satisfied passenger, 100. Landed at the right airport, 30. Very bad weather during takeoff, but a safe landing, plus 50. Oh, and we only got dinged 50 for the beacon. That's good. Because I felt like this was a sloppy flight. I really feel like this was a sloppy flight. And now it starts raining. Alright, this is Bella Coola. I'm not sure where we're going next. You know what? So it would be hard to get out of here. I don't know where the hell we're going to go next. I almost need this for some help, you know? Don't crash. I'm always worried that when we go to the map, it's going to crash. Because the way I see it, you either got to come up through these little river valleys, but then they end too. Oh, we got some airports around here. So the thing is, I was thinking we might want to come back out here and then go on up. Is that Port Hardy? That's Port Hardy. So, I mean, you can come on up. I don't, see, that's kind of cool too, but I think it's hard to get to. some of these. That's why it'd be easier to come up here. Like, what is that? Prince Rupert? There's a couple small ones, huh? You could come over here. Sandspit. So I'll check some of these out and oh crap. See if I can find any information about them. See which ones we want to go to. We do want to fly longer though. 100. We're not getting paid enough for the 100. We're doing all right, but you know we need to come back out. I don't know if we could probably cross here if it's not too tall, and then come out this way. And I'll check out some of these airports and see where we're going to fly to. Because we're going, as you all know, to Alaska. I don't know where Juneau is. We're not too far away, though. Alright, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed it. It was a little sloppy. At points it really felt sloppy. Forgetting things. Because I was just kind of freaked out. We were in such bad weather. Alright. But I hope you all enjoyed it. I will catch you guys on the next flight.